Welcome back to Our Stressless Home. I'm your friend and host, Markel, and today we're going to add to the Stressless Practice series. These are short episodes designed to give you one small, simple action that you can try in your home or in your life. Instead of trying to change everything all at once, we're focusing on small practices and mindset shifts that you can return to again and again, the kind of things that slowly become part of the rhythm of your everyday life. Each episode connects to one of the 4 steps of the Stressless Home method: prioritize, minimize, organize, and normalize. You definitely don't have to do these episodes in order, and you can take what works for you and leave what doesn't. So today's practice is going to be in the minimize step. And it's a little bit different. Instead of focusing on one specific space or task, this practice is about stepping back and noticing where your attention is actually needed right now. We're going to talk about some different kinds of minimalism that you can practice, different ways that you can minimize, and I'm going to let you choose which area you want to minimize in. So when most of us think about minimalism, we immediately think about our stuff, like the physical aspect of it. We think about our closets, our drawers, and our baskets, but minimalism is actually much broader than that. There are really 3 different areas of our lives that we can practice minimalism. The first is our physical space, the second is our mental and emotional space, and the third is our schedule. And often when we feel overwhelmed, it's not just one of these. A lot of times there are aspects of all 3 of these that are kind of piling onto each other that make us feel overwhelmed, but we can practice minimalism in one of these specific areas and it can help overall. So let's explore these 3 different kinds of minimalism. So first of all, physical minimalism is the one most people think about. It's about clearing away what you don't need. It's about clearing off your counters or clearing out your drawers, right? It's making space in your home, letting go so you can more clearly see and enjoy what you have. And it looks like keeping the items that you truly love or the ones that you use and actually need, surrounding yourself with things that serve a purpose in your life right now in this moment. Creating space so your home feels calmer and easier to care for. That is what physical minimalism is all about, is clearing physical items out of your space and out of your home. Mental and emotional minimalism is a little quieter, but it's just as important. You don't maybe necessarily see the change because you're not seeing it with your eyes, but it's something that you feel inside of your body. It might look something like stepping back from constant input. Maybe that's social media, news, comparison, group text messages that just get to be overwhelming. It's just saying no to some of these things. It's creating space for your own thoughts and for some time that is quiet. And it's allowing room for peace, for healing, and for awareness. It really is trying to give yourself a little bit of space for you to feel what you're feeling and even have time to bring awareness to what you're feeling and why. This has less to do necessarily with your home, and it's more about what's going on inside of your mind and your heart. Then the last kind of minimalism is minimalism in your schedule. It's choosing to not be busy when you could be busy constantly if you wanted to be, right? And I think it's more easy to be busy all of the time than to create and to leave open time in your schedule. This is the one that many of us feel, even if we can't always name it. It's about clearing away obligations and busyness. It might look something like saying no to things that don't align with your priorities right now, creating more time for your family, or trading constant activity for more intentional living. It's really about choosing presence over the pressure to be places or to constantly be doing something. So here's the important part about this. You don't have to work on all 3 at once. You can if you want to. For me, that felt too overwhelming, but this stressless practice is about choosing one small place to begin. So here's your practice for today. Take a quiet moment, even if it's just 1 minute. You could even pause after I ask this question in the podcast and ask yourself this question. Which area feels the most full right now? Is it your physical space? Does your home feel crowded, cluttered, and hard to manage? Is it your mental and emotional space? Do you feel distracted, overstimulated, or like your mind just doesn't have room to rest? Or is it in your schedule? Do your days feel too full, too rushed, and constantly busy? Just take a moment and notice what comes up for you right now. And you don't have to fix it in this moment. Just choose one area that feels like it needs a little bit more space today. And from there, you can take one very small step. If it's physical, maybe you clear one surface. If it's mental, maybe you create a few moments of quiet. If it's your schedule, maybe you let one thing go or give yourself permission to slow down. Maybe you need to intentionally plan in time where you have nothing to do. Or if that feels too uncomfortable or too scary for you, plan in time where you're going to do a restful activity. Nothing big, just one small step in the direction of more space. Sometimes the most powerful thing that we can do is not more, but less. Having less noise, less pressure, and less expectation, and a little more room to breathe. If this practice resonated with you, try returning to it another time this week, or even just sitting with this question again. You could sit with this question every single day. What feels like too much today? Is there too much in my schedule, and is there something I can cut out? Is there too much going on inside of my brain, and can I find some moments of quiet and reflection? Or is there too much happening inside of my house, and I could just clear one space in one spot? Remember, the goal is not perfection. This does not all need to be done in this one moment. This is a practice, and it's a practice that you can return to again and again. The small things done consistently can create a home and a life that feels lighter and easier to live in. And I'll see you next time for another stressless practice.